So the other day I went out and I bought full face of makeup. Everything on my face I bought new. And I paid $13.25 for everything. Hey everyone, it's Melissa. Today's video is actually a tag. I was tagged by Patty, Rockstar Mom. She did this video where you buy everything for your face at the Dollar Tree. And so that's what I did. And the challenge is you do the whole face with Dollar Tree stuff and see how you like it, if you can get it to work. If you don't like it, you know what you think of the products. I have to say my Dollar Tree was pretty good. It had a lot of stuff. It just didn't have a lot of color. You know, it had a lot of different products, but each line of the products didn't have a lot of different colors, so I had to kind of work, fudge and work with it a little bit. But anyway, this is a tag, so go watch Patty's, and if you feel like doing this, do it. I tag everybody. It was a lot of fun to do. So I hope you like it. I filmed the Get Ready with me on a different day because the lighting upstairs was terrible, but this is the concealer in Peach, and it's not a good color. There just weren't very many colors. I think I kind of got it to work, but it was, it was okay. The color was off. This is the foundation. Now the foundation, the color was nice, but it was awfully thin. I had to put several layers on. I had to go back in. It would be fine, I think, if you were just going out during the daytime and didn't want much makeup on. But yeah, I had to do extra. It didn't cover well. Now it wasn't greasy and it didn't dry my skin out, but I had to add quite a bit to it. It's not my NARS. And then this brow pencil in soft brown, it was a little hard to get on. It kind of made my skin red because I had to press so hard. You can see on my hand how hard I had to press. And I thought the color was a little orangey, but I did make it work. It was fine. And they did not have a brow gel, so I just did without. Just kind of brushed them up and did without, and it was fine. And this is the palette. That's the first color that I used in the transition area. And it was, it did fine. And then this next color was a gray. And this was a gray that I put in the crease. It wasn't a bad gray. A lot of grays from maybe less expensive palettes can sometimes go blue on me, and this one didn't. It stayed gray, so that was nice. And then this one that I put in the outer V, it got all over my face. It had a whole lot of fallout, and I had to go back in and kind of take care of it after I got through with the upper part of my eyes. And then this is what I put on the brow bone and on the lid. Just a kind of a yellowish, off-white yellowish color, and it was fine. There I am putting it on my brow. And I'm having to go back in with the foundation and clean it up. It got all over the place. I'm taking that same color and putting it very carefully underneath my eyes because that was the one that had so much fallout. But I did it really carefully, so that worked out okay. And I wanted sort of a warmer orangey type color peeking out of the top, and so I used this color in there just to kind of go over it and kind of make the transition a little bit softer. The eyeliner was a mess, so I used one from L'Oreal. And then here's the mascara. It did fine. It lifted, and it said it was a lifting mascara, and it did. It lifted really well and made my lashes look long and everything, and I make funny faces when I open my mouth. I make funny faces when I put on mascara. The blush, it says it was a rose color. It wasn't. It was in the color Baby Rose. It wasn't. It was real orangey, and boy, you had to just barely put it on because it went all over the place. And then there's the lip gloss. It's Remy Rose lip gloss. It was fine. I liked that it was slanted instead of a doe foot because it was cleaner that way, I thought. So, you know, it wasn't bad. I like my Buxom better. And then there was the first lipstick I bought. I think this was the LA Colors Hydrating Lipstick. This is in the color Sorbet. I liked this a lot. This reminds me of the Silver City Pink that I like really well. And this one, I think this one's even cheaper than that, but it's a nice color. I will wear it again. I don't know if it'll become a favorite, but it might. It was nice. And then this is the other color I got. This was in Big Deal. This was, you know, had a little bit warmer tone to it, but it was fine too. I noticed on this one I had to keep applying it more to get good color going. So here's the finished look. I came downstairs. I like filming down here. It feels cozier. It just feels more clinical and impersonal upstairs. I like down here. I feel like I can watch. I don't have to use any lights. And I'm in front of a great big window, and I can, anyway, that was the finished look. And I can, you watch people go by, and, you know, my kids, grandkids come over, you know, I just feel, it feels homier down here. So I will film some more upstairs, but I kind of like it down here. Okay, so I found good things and things I didn't care for as much on all of these products. So even the products that I didn't like as well as other products, I still found something good about them. So it wasn't a total bust at all, and it was lots of fun to do. And there's a couple of things I'm gonna keep on using regularly. So I'll tell you about what I liked and didn't like. Okay, the eyeshadow palette, it did fine. You know, it was a little hard to work with. Some of the colors just went all over the place, and I had to go back and work on my, you know, the fallout. And some of them just, it was hard, you know, I had to really work and try to get the color on. But I did this earlier in the day, and it has stayed on. The eyeshadow has, and that's without an eyeshadow primer. So they stay pretty well. And underneath here, I ended up using the little sponge. I dropped it somewhere. The little sponge that goes with it, the little sponge applicator, and that does a good job of getting underneath there. So I don't know that I would buy it again, but I'm going to try it some more and see if I can like it better. But, you know, I don't know that I would buy any more of these. Okay, the eyeliner. Yeah, it's gone in my waterline. And it's gone in here too. Y'all, it's gone. It must be in the, yeah, there it is. It came out. Let me see if I can put it back in. I'm sure I can. No, because that's it. Well, that's unusable because you can't make it go back in. Yeah, that didn't work. I didn't like it anyway. It didn't. No, I'm not going to be able to get it to go back down. Okay, that's going to be thrown away. So that was a fail. The concealer, it wasn't bad, and I don't know. To me, the color doesn't look too terrible, and it didn't get in lines and wrinkles or anything like that. It concealed pretty well. It was just an off color, but I ended up making it blend pretty well. So it wasn't, I didn't consider it a total fail. There were things I liked about it. I liked the formula, and I liked how it didn't, you know, work its way up into wrinkles and stuff, and it just stayed put, and it didn't feel too dry or, you know, powdery or anything. It was very nice. It's just they have limited colors, so some good and bad about that. All of them are going to be some good and some bad. The foundation, even though I like a lot more coverage and, you know, it's just not a lovely foundation, it isn't bad. I appreciated the fact that it wasn't greasy, but it wasn't dry. It was a very neutral, thin foundation that I could see people really enjoying in the summertime. When you want something lighter, excuse me, when you want something lighter, going out for a walk, or I don't know, going out to do something in the summertime, a picnic or something, and you just want a light makeup look, I can see this working. And the color was good. So that wasn't a fail at all. But I like my NARS better, much, much better. The two lipsticks I liked. Let's see, this is Sorbet. I like this. It reminded me of one that I like real well, the, let's see, Silver City Pink. It reminded me of that. I would probably buy it again. I like this lipstick. And the other one is, oh shoot, that's tiny. Big Deal, it looks like. The kind of, I took the lip gloss off and just put this back on. I think this lipstick in particular looks better without the lip gloss. Just, it's hydrating and kind of creamy enough as it is. I don't think it needed a lip gloss, so I took it off. But yeah, I like the lipsticks, and I would consider buying more colors of it. They were nice. I mean, they weren't the best ever, but they were nice, especially for, you know, the price. The lip gloss, I like the fact that it was slanted, and it's not a bad lip gloss. It's just, I don't like it as well as Buxom. The White Russian, that is my favorite because it's got a, I don't know, it's got a like a cool tone to it, but this is fine, and I think it's one you could wear by itself too, because it had a lot of color to it. The blush, you know, it's, I like the packaging and everything, but I prefer a cream blush. It wasn't a bad powder blush, but boy, it had the colors just were out there, you know, they didn't match the name or anything, and it's just a little bit of a mess, but it did have pretty packaging, so, you know, I give it something for that. The Wowie Lash Mascara, this was a pleasant surprise. I have usually by this time of day, if it isn't, and I don't have any powder on underneath here, and I don't have any eye primer. I used to put my eyeshadow primer underneath here to keep it from going away, but I don't have anything like that on, and it is not smearing, which is very unusual. Even a lot of expensive ones will smear underneath there if I don't, you know, powder it or go to great lengths to keep from doing that, or have a tubing mascara. But this is just a little simple thing. It really did lift your lashes too, so I liked it. I liked it. Like if I was going on a trip or something, I would very much take this with me. So yeah, I did like it. I like a tubing mascara a little bit better, but I might buy more of this. I tell you what, I think it's a lot better than the Lash Princess. All those princess ones, the Lash Princess things that everybody loves. I think this is 100% better. I don't like the Lash Princesses. It smears the heck all over my darn face. I don't like it at all, but I do like this. This is good. And I'm gonna go back to did I talk about the concealer? Yeah, the concealer, the color. I tell you what though, this formula is better than Charlotte Tilbury's concealer, in my opinion. I didn't like Charlotte Tilbury either. It smeared everything. The brow pencil, at first I thought it was a bad color, but looking at it, it kind of matches my color. I don't like it as well as the Benefit that I use, and you know, also with the little wax that I had, that it has, or the gel that Benefit has, but it's not bad either. I have had worse. All of these, except for the eyeliner, were average to pretty darn good. This one was bad, but out of everything else, and I didn't care as much for the eyeshadow palettes. I would rather have a Huda or, you know, anything pretty much else, but this, it just didn't, I had a hard time with it. But it did stay, I will give it that. It was just harder to work with. And the blush, blushing, it wasn't that great. But the others, the lipsticks and this mascara and the color of the foundation was good. It's just, it was a little bit light for me. The brow wasn't bad. Overall, I have to say I was happy. I was pleasantly surprised, pleasantly happy. This did not cost me a lot to do this video. If I had gone to Sephora or Ulta, I would have spent probably hundreds of dollars to buy all new stuff. If I lost all my makeup and was in another city or forgot to bring my makeup or something, I would go to the Dollar Tree and buy all this and use it. I'm getting ready to go to the grocery. Very, very happy to have this. It's not a lot different from the looks, some of the looks that I do, but there's subtle differences that make it not quite as nice, but yeah, there's some good things. That mascara is pretty darn good, y'all. It really is. It's a lot better than the Lash Princess for probably less money. Okay, that is my video. Thank you for tagging me, Patty, and I tag everybody else to do it. It's a lot of fun. So be sure and go watch Patty's video. I really enjoyed it. Okay, love you all. Thank you. Talk to you in a couple of days. Bye-bye.